So I found this one on Craigslist. It's a 4-eyed Foxbody, 1986 original 5.0 convertible. Everything seemed functional. He had it posted for $2,000 on Craigslist, like I said. And it ended up going out there. He wouldn't let me test drive it because it had such a bad coolant leak. He didn't want me to mess anything up. So I was like, all right, bro, I'll come back tomorrow with a trailer. We can go to the DMV, get the title because he didn't have it. And then, I'll just take it home. So I got it back. Everything went smooth. I ended up having to pay for the title. It was only like $80. But so all in all, I had like $1,280 in it to start. And immediately it needed a lot of cosmetic love. One of the fenders was messed up. The taillight, obviously. I ended up just getting LX taillights for it. And I think the first thing actually I did was buy the Cobra rep wheels, the 4-lug Cobra reps. So I threw those on there, and then I ended up getting a saline wing and some other things from another guy. And actually, that same guy, I traded him the original wheels for the saline wing, a new driver's side fender, which was actually not the fender I needed, but he told me it was. And he gave me some cash on top. But so that's just how this started. So enjoy the rest of the video. So we're going to be doing the water pump and the radiator fan clutch, the thermostat. We're going to clean it all up, reseal it. Just got these wheels and tires for it. They're like brand new tires. I got these for $400 off this cool ass dude out in Wamalma. This one is the convertible. The top works mint. It's all good. It runs good actually. It's just it's got a couple vacuum leaks like up here. Like right there. One's capped off, but this one's not. And then there's one over there on the vacuum block going to the AC too. And I think that might be why the AC doesn't work. It hasn't been converted to R34. I think that's what it is. It's still R12, I think. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with the refrigerant type. But it'd be cool as fuck to get that working again. Because the interior on this thing is pretty mint, other than like this little tear. Everything just needs cleaned. I'm gonna take care of all of that. I have the shifter and everything. I just took it off to adjust the shifter. The stops on it are like off, so first gear's not staying in, but it's pretty good. All the gauges work, but the gas gauge isn't accurate. All the windows work. It's actually a nice little car. I got the saline wing. I'm gonna take those bars off, seal up the holes. We're gonna end up repainting the whole car in a couple weeks. So I'm just getting it running and driving good. So right now I got the radiator fan shroud unbolted, but to be honest with you, my knee kind of hurt right now, and I'm gonna take this bumper off just to get a little closer to it, so I don't have to bend over as far. It's just a few 9/16. Yeah, alright, cool. I'm gonna do that and then I'll be right back. So now we got that off, just so I can get up on it, give it a little love, I'm massaging these bolts out. You're gonna want to take these off, these little smaller ones right here, and I connect it to the water pump pulley. I said it was maybe a 7/16. I don't know. And this is America. I'm not familiar. Yeah, it is a 7/16. So just gonna break those off best you can. Sometimes you can shove a screwdriver right in here, like kind of like that, to hold it. So do whatever you gotta do, get this shit off. Buy a chain wrench from AutoZone. I don't know. Do you, bro? So look at you, man. You got those fan bolts out. got those fan shroud bolts out. Hopefully, you have this tube of the overflow tank on hooked. You just gotta pop this off. I mean, you can smack it. Mine's already coming loose just by smacking it. But I'm gonna put this pry bar in there and just get it the rest of the way off. This is really high quality stuff. You can get it off the Harbor Freight truck. Just Google it, you know, stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, get this shit off, pull it up. So we got all that off. This fan clutch does not work at all. The fan is cracked up. It's too big for the shroud, so they cut it out. And it was locked up down here. It's all locked up. And that's what burnt out the clutch. Now the water pump is seeping out of the weep hole. Like, I don't even know if I could get up there to show you guys. It might be on camera right now, I'm not sure. But the weep hole's right there. You see your weep hole leaking. It's not the end of the world. It's like just a sign that your water pump is just going out. Just I think it's something to do with either the bearings or the seal around the rod. It's like it's going out. And I'm pretty sure this one went out because the fan was locked up basically, so just been overheating, spinning super fast. And so while I'm in here, we're gonna go ahead and get this little guy out soon. It seems like it's gonna be the shittiest bolt to pull out, but just with a wrench. But yeah, then I'm gonna do the thermostat. To clean all this up, I actually got some Mr. Black special gasket remover on the way. You guys will see that in a few days when it gets here off Amazon. But yeah, super low key. You didn't learn this from me, but pretty simple. So here we are. We've taken off our heater hoses. This one goes to our thermostat. This one comes up, I believe, I don't know, that runs the firewall maybe. But I don't know, I'm not very familiar. This is actually the first Foxbody or 5.0 I've worked on. So we're just figuring it out as we go, kids. Next, we're gonna have to take these bolts off. There's a lot of bolts holding this bracket on for the AC compressor. So looks like we're gonna get away with leaving the AC compressor on because of these rear mount bolts. So we're gonna do that. These are our hoses and everything we removed. Small heater hoses. This one needs to be replaced. When I was taking it off, it ripped, which it felt really hard, so I knew that was gonna happen. We're gonna replace these too. There's just so much shit in them, gross, old, crusty. You feel it. You feel me, bro. So, but you know, it's really open in here now. It's real nice. You can get around. We're gonna take the thermostat off too. Do that after we get the water pump off. So this hasn't taken very much time at all. This is like maybe an hour in, and the front end came off in like 20 minutes. I just took that off because I'm painting everything, so it's a little easier just to have nothing in between you and the car. It's so chill. So just real quick, since we removed the radiator and all that, this big son of a bitch fits right in here. I'm just gonna pop all these off for us real quick. Shaft seal. It's called a shaft seal. That's the All right. So yeah. So when we're looking at the water pump, hold on. It sits on the car like this. All right. So the weep hole is actually down here. That's it right there. If that's what you were looking at earlier, I don't know. I haven't watched the footage. But that's the weep hole. That starts going, that means your shaft seal is going out. Which this one, I mean, obviously I have a lot of play right here that you can feel. But I'm sure somewhere in there, you know, it's got something wrong with it. So we're replacing it. That's what you should be looking at. You got your thermostat housing off. You need to clean all this old gasket, get it super nice. I'll show you the tools soon as they get here. This is about as far as I'm gonna go until they show up, so I know that I have this all cleaned off and beautiful mating surface. Yeah, that's what we're trying to accomplish. So I'm gonna get all this cleaned up, and then as soon as they come in, we'll be back with the rest of this project. So 100% my bad, I forgot to record anything after that before I took the water pump off. So here it is. And the way I did it was I took the bolts out, put them in the new water pump where in the exact hole they went, because they're all pretty much different sizes for the most part. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. You don't need to worry about taking this cover off. This is another thing. And actually, it's kind of nice. They left this loose. There's a gasket that goes in between that. If you look on this one. And they gave you the opportunity to put some RTV on it before you put it all together, which is always nice. So we're gonna do that. We got the thermostat off. Just get at this with the 13 wrench. So easy. These are both 13s. All these hoses and everything came off with an 8mm 1/4-inch ratchet. I'm looking in here, and I was pretty sure it didn't have a head gasket issue because I checked the radiator when I bought the car. I just looked inside when it was cold running and made sure there's no bubbles, no pressure building up. There's not excessive crankcase pressure either. I checked the oil cap to even take that off and run the car and see if any pressure builds up, see if you can leave the lid on there. You just run it like that, and then you can keep your hand over it like this, and if any pressure builds up, you'll feel it first off when you go to do that. Let your hand up, and you also feel it, see it, hear it. So, and you just plug that hole too. I think this is supposed to go somewhere. I don't know. I'll probably hook that up. Might go into the intake. It might just go into this or something. That's just a crankcase vent. But like I said, I was looking in here, and there's no milkshake. All that oil was already in there, so that didn't come out of here. Yeah, there's no milkshake. The radiator did have some like reddish brown shit just from buildup, because I'm pretty sure whoever's been running this car with a water pump like this was 100% just putting water back in it until this kid got it that I got it from, and he was actually putting coolant in it. So it's green now, but I'm sure it was clear water before, and that's where all the brown came from. But oh, and over here, when we took that bracket off, I just bungee corded up this over here. You can put it wherever you want, but I just bungee corded the power steering pump up, so we didn't have to unhook anything. Just leave it in the way. It's not in the way of anything, so we're kind of straight. So we're gonna get around to cleaning all this. You can use, you know, something just to scrape all the old gasket off, razor blade, whatever, wire brush, get in there, but don't scratch the surface too bad. Try not to mar it. But yeah, you want to start getting everything off, and you can use whatever you want. You can use Brillo pads, whatever. I got the tool coming, like I said, so I'm gonna get as much as I can off, and yeah, just clean everything and wait for this tool to get here. So I'm gonna end the video here. This will be part 1. I'm gonna upload part 2 right after this, so I'll see you guys over there.